Enterprise Design is a student-run, online or over the phone, graphic design service with a focus on helping struggling small businesses that aren't able to afford the high costs of hiring a graphic designer. Clients would be able to choose from a series of different packages that would include things like the design of a logo, business cards, banners, and a website. The client would log into the website or place a phone call for the service. They would then pick a package, input their company name, important information about their company, their community, and their target market, any color preferences they might have, any imagery, and a preferred aesthetic. This information would be collected and the work would be done by students as an extra opt-in part of a college graphic design program. Unlike a standard co-op placement, this work would be done on campus as part of the college's enterprise design firm. The job would be reviewed by the teacher and students, and if approved, would become their project. A group of 4 to 5 students would work together on each project. By using their combined creative abilities, the groups would be able to produce simple but good-looking graphics and materials for their clients. Human beings have an attractiveness bias. We perceive beautiful things as being better, regardless of whether they actually are better. Good graphic design is an essential part of any business, whether it's Apple or Stereo City. What sets one business apart from the others is the image they portray to potential customers. We come from a hospitality management and graphic design programs. As we discussed our creativity project, we thought about the large number of small businesses, especially restaurants, that struggle in their first few years. Stats have shown that most restaurants don't even survive their first year. We also noticed a large number of businesses with poor-looking storefronts. We created this service in order to help these small businesses succeed while also benefiting graphic design students. We believe that a program like this would have a massive impact on the lives of the participating business owners, students, their future employers, the college, communities, and even the municipalities. For a small business, hiring a graphic designer can be very expensive. Sometimes it is too expensive to hire a graphic designer, or the owner doesn't have the time or interest to worry about what good graphic design looks like. Since enterprise design would be utilizing non-professional designers, they could charge a lower cost, making good graphic design possible for some of the smaller restaurants, bars, convenience stores, or niche shops. The on-campus firm would provide a safer atmosphere for students to grow and take risks. For their work, students would be given a sum of money, and the experience of working as a small team on creative projects would be a huge benefit. It would also give them the experience of how to freelance or potentially start their own firm. Future employers would be getting students that have more practical on-the-job experience. The college itself would benefit by making more connections with businesses, as well as doing something positive and transformative for communities. Communities would benefit from the transformative effects of rejuvenating tired storefronts, making more run-down looking areas more appealing and drawing a larger crowd of people to them. Successful businesses means a larger tax base, Municipalities would benefit from this larger tax base, as well as the attraction of more people to their city. The week on group creativity sparked an interest in us to understand and use the idea of group flow or confluence in our creativity project. Since groups with good flow are able to be more creative, we thought that groups of students would be able to produce graphic design for the hospitality industry. In order to make it different to other graphic design firms, we decided to focus on struggling small businesses that were unable to hire a graphic designer. Because they were students and working in groups, we believed that they would be able to produce this at a lower cost and more efficiently. By taking away graphic design work, we might be damaging the chances of success for other graphic designers. This is something we would absolutely want to avoid. However, since there's so much of this work available, and most graphic designers wouldn't be willing to lower their price to the point that some of these businesses could afford the work, we feel confident that it wouldn't cause too much damage. It is true that services already exist that aim to make graphic design more accessible for the everyday person. Programs like Canva provide free templates and elements that will allow you to make good-looking graphic design, flyers, logos, banners. But for somebody who doesn't have the time or the interest to do that sort of work, it's not very helpful. A service like Fiverr will produce a pretty basic looking logo for $5. But again, that's only a $5 logo. They're not giving them a website, business cards, banners, and they're also not giving them something personal that a graphic designer can provide. Good graphic design is integral to the success of any business, big or small. However, good graphic design is expensive. Enterprise Design aims to close the gap and make good graphic design accessible for businesses that are either too constrained by their budgets or too busy or unable to do the design work on their own or hire a traditional designer. By working with students, Enterprise Design is able to provide a service at a fraction of the cost while providing working experience as well as a small wage to the students. Thank you.